Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at 5.
We begin tonight with breaking news. At least 15 people are dead, 45 others injured following a stabbing rampage at a facility for disabled people outside of Tokyo, Japan. Japanese media NHK reports the attack happened in the city of Sagamihara, which is west of Tokyo. Police say the knife-wielding man entered the facility and began attacking just after 2:30 in the morning Tokyo time. Police say the man told them he was a former employee of the center. Where are your kids right now, and what are they doing? Do you know? There have been a rash of car break-ins on both the north and south ends of town, and juveniles are right in the middle of those events. Over the weekend, a potentially deadly situation involved kids and 2 fake guns at the Dyke West skate park. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric asks, does Fargo have a curfew, and what are police doing about it?
The Dyke West skate park, hot and quiet this afternoon, but swarming with police and kids over the weekend.
We found a concealed weapon on one of them. It turned out to be a replica Colt Python, which looks like a revolver.
Police said they got called for a disturbance here just before 11 Sunday night, stopped a car from leaving, and found that gun and another replica Colt. Given it's dark and those replica guns had no indication, no indicators, no markings that they were BB guns, they likely could have lost their lives had the situation been different. It was on this block on the north end of town that Fargo police arrested 4 car prowlers last week, all of them juveniles. Someone saw the kids going through cars here and called the police. And before that, more reports of car prowlers in the Prairiewood neighborhood. Police showed up, questioned a few kids, but no arrests were made.
Possibly like gang-related activity, I'm not sure, but hopefully not. Hopefully it's just a couple of kids doing some stupid stuff.
Fargo does have a curfew. If you're under the age of 16, you have to be home by 11.
I think it has to be a parental noticing at a younger age to start teaching them about this kind of stuff, right from wrong.
And we try to engage the area youth as much as we can in the parks, but obviously we're not babysitters either. So it's a two-way street, so parents have to be involved.
If your child is found out after 11 by the police and they're breaking the law, remember they could be referred to juvenile hall. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Moorhead has a similar city curfew. Anyone under the age of 16 cannot be out past 11 p.m. Bernie Sanders will take the stage tonight at the Democratic National Convention. His speech comes amid party turmoil. Jacqueline Policastro explains from Philadelphia.
Bernie Sanders vowed to make it all the way to the convention. Now he's here, but he's a convention speaker, not the nominee. And some of his supporters say the primary season wasn't fair. This is the vibe at the start of the Democratic National Convention. Bernie Sanders supporters up in arms as the outgoing head of the party speaks. Debbie Wasserman Schultz is stepping down as chairwoman after emails surfaced showing she helped look for ways to damage Bernie Sanders' campaign.
Kind of have a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't want to believe really that collusion or anything was going on against Bernie. I was hoping it was a little more fair.
I think that it went much further than just Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and so I'm glad she stepped down. She should not be in charge, but it's not going to do anything.
Sanders met with his supporters today, and they booed when he said this.
We have got to elect Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine.
Democrats have not announced who will lead the party up to Election Day. I asked Virginia's governor about it.
That's a good question, and I don't want to tell the party what to do. I mean, I've loved the party for a long time. I think it's important that we do always have some diversity and some representation, that the leadership of our party ought to represent the country. That's about as far as I'll go on that.
No name?
No, but there's conversations going on.
Some of the Bernie Sanders supporters we talked to say they're going to vote for him here at the convention, but they haven't decided who they're going to support on election night. From the Valley News Live Washington Bureau, I'm Jacqueline Policastro.
Michelle Obama will speak tonight around 8:15 and is expected to encourage Democrats to focus on Hillary Clinton beating Donald Trump. You might notice some work happening on First Avenue North in Moorhead. That's because crews are hauling away contaminated dirt. City of Moorhead officials say once this site is cleaned up, it could become residential space. We'll tell you how long the cleanup will take, where exactly that contaminated dirt is going, and how much, if anything, it's going to cost taxpayers on Valley News Live at 6. There's still no official word on what caused the fire that destroyed the iconic Bison Turf in North Fargo. Fire Chief Steve Dirksen tells Valley News Live his investigators are still working to figure out not only where the fire started, but how. The bar and restaurant's owner, Pete Sabo, says he thinks it started near the exhaust fan on the building's roof. He says he noticed an odor earlier in the day and shut down his restaurant as a precaution. Chief Dirksen says it may not be until the end of the week before they're able to pinpoint the cause and location. Construction work at the Fargo water treatment plant created quite a scare this morning. Emergency crews responded to a reported explosion and possible chemical cloud. Firefighters determined the call was related to construction workers blowing dust out of a line and say there was no emergency. Officials say there were no chemicals involved and no injuries. The Fargo water treatment plant is being expanded to increase capacity and water quality. The project is expected to be completed in 2018. In tonight's Schemes and Ripoffs, Fargo police are receiving numerous calls of IRS scams being attempted in the area. Now they have some tips to help keep you from becoming a victim. They want you to know the IRS will never call to demand immediate payment, nor will the agency call about taxes owed without first having mailed you a bill. They also won't ask for credit or debit card numbers over the phone or threaten to bring in law enforcement to have you arrested for not paying. If you get a phone call from someone claiming to be from the IRS asking for money, don't give out any information and hang up right away. Tax scams can happen any time of the year, not just at tax time. And if you'd like to report a scam, you can go to this story at valleynewslive.com for more information. A quiet day and nothing on the radar yet, but do we have anything to be concerned about tonight? Let's check in with Hutch Johnson to find out the latest. Hutch?
Well, right now our main concern is the heat that continues to build through the Southern Valley. Right now, Fargo Moorhead at 90 degrees, a lot of upper 80s along Interstate 94, including Fergus Falls and Wahpeton, 86 to 88 degrees there. It is somewhat cooler up in northwest Minnesota, a few low 80s there. At least it's a dry heat. Dew points are in the 50s here in the Southern Valley, and we do have a little bit of moisture in the Devil's Lake Basin, sticky heat there after some waterlogged showers have, well, made their regular appearance in that region. We're watching for thunderstorm development tonight. There is a chance as we look at the visible satellite, we're watching for clouds to develop and build, and the best chance appears to be from southwest North Dakota into northeast North Dakota this evening. We'll keep our eyes on that, but your chance of storms quite small. Temperatures in the 80s with just enough of a south breeze to keep things summer-like this evening, Andrea.
Okay, yeah, we like summer-like.
Yes.
Thank you. We like no storms.
Okay, I've got two
yeah,
requests here already.
Yeah, thank you.
You bet.
$100,000. That's the estimated damage to Square One Kitchen after a fire destroyed its building in February. But now the kitchen is back up and running. Owner Casey Steele says the community helped them get back on their feet through a GoFundMe account. Now the space again serves as a rental kitchen and offers classes for both adults and kids.
Well, I mean, food is so important on so many levels to different people, whether it's just either learning to cook for the first time when you're uncomfortable with the kitchen or you haven't been in the kitchen much. And we have classes that range from those beginning classes just to help you get comfortable and learn some basic skills to more specific classes where you can learn advanced skills.
For more on Square One Kitchen, go to valleynewslive.com and click on the hot button for a link to their page. Our Valley News Live sports director, Beth Houle, is on the road again following Carson Wentz. She's in Philadelphia at the Eagles training camp and joins us with more. Hi, Beth.
Good afternoon from Philadelphia, guys. I have to tell you, it is incredibly hot out here in Philadelphia. I'm being told that it's supposed to be their hottest day of the year for Philadelphia. Glad I could be here for it. We're actually just a couple of blocks from the Democratic National Convention that's going on at the Wells Fargo Center. It's made traffic and security incredibly tight here, but nothing is going to hold us back from getting to see Bison alumni have their opportunity in the NFL. Carson Wentz and CJ Smith both out here working out this week. Got to see Carson Wentz throwing the football around, impressing the national media that was here in attendance as well. CJ Smith going through, getting his numbers and getting just as many reps as anybody else out there. Great to see the two of them working hard. As for this day, it's exciting for everyone to get to see Carson out here, but it was just as exciting for him to get back on the football field.
Just get better, just like the same objective that the whole team has, just to get better and, keep getting better as a team. Individually, we all got to just elevate our game every time we come out here. We got a lot to learn, especially out here today with a lot of the young guys. We've got a lot to learn, but the goal is just to get better and take a step forward every day.
He's still growing every single day, and that's the main focus on him, is he's still trying to get better at something every single day. So, with him, that's part of his mentality, that's part of his work ethic.
He understands there's a lot of work in front of him, and we as coaches have got to get him starter ready, so that one day, whenever that is, he's the guy to take over.
I have the opportunity to talk to Carson Wentz and CJ Smith both tomorrow to ask them about what it's like to be out here with the Eagles working out, the differences from the college game, and also what it's been like to have the continued support of NDSU fans and, of course, the state of North Dakota. We've got plenty more coming up. Be sure and check in on Valley News Live and valleynewslive.com. This evening, we'll get to hear from Carson Wentz and some of his fellow quarterbacks as they weigh in on the young gun and what his future with the Eagles looks like. Reporting in Philadelphia, Beth Wool, Valley News Live Sports.
All right, thank you, Beth. And as she mentioned, be sure to stick with us on Valley News Live at 6 as we continue our coverage of the Eagles training camp.